Namaste, witchlings. Okay. Oh, hey. I do not have my thingamajigger. That should. Oh, now that's annoying. So one of the things that went away with my with the refresh that Restream did. Oh yeah. Gee, surprising, huh? But I no longer have my little window over here that shows me my mic. Oh, that's going to be annoying as all hell. Oh, well, I'll live. All right. I have coffee. Coffee is good. Sorry for slurping that in your ears, my friends. Okay. So, we are doing something a little new and different today. The man behind the curtain is a little more actively involved. He is still behind the curtain, but he is learning. No kidding, girl. He is starting to learn his roles here and starting to do a little bit more helping out. So just be forewarned, we are having some fun with this. Work. Aha. I see 2 Die the Yoga Witches. That's kind of cool. Which means, yep, he's here. Nice. This is kind of interesting. Oh, there's what I'm looking for. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. And voila. All right. So, because I happened to peek at Facebook before I hopped on my live, I learned that today is a very dear old friend's birthday. So, I am going to take my glasses off so I can trim the wick here. No, I'm not live on Facebook. I stopped streaming to Facebook ages ago because, Facebook fucked me over. No, I was just hopping on Facebook to post and say, hey, come watch me on YouTube. But Facebook notifications are wonderful things. And Facebook was kind enough to tell me that today is William's birthday. So I am going to say happy birthday, William, and light my candle. And also light my candle and say, may we all have a blessed, peaceful, very happy Pride Month. June is a very good month to be born in. Yes. Some of my favorite people were born in June. My munchkin, my big brother, Jared, who has been our guest on the podcast. We will be having him back. He was so much fun to talk to. William, who we just lit the candle for. He was one of my very first friends. Very good people. So, yes. Oh. My pin fell off. I give up. It's down there somewhere. Is it Friday yet? It's only Thursday. You know what? I'm going to clip that to the dress. Can you still hear me if I clip you down there? I think you can. Merp. All right. Today's pin is the Black Lives Matter fist in a rainbow because Black LGBTQ voices do matter very much. One of my favorite weddings that I have been to were 2 Black ladies who were very dear friends. One more day. One more day. I can make it. All right. My notes would be a good idea. My brain is just fried right now. I tell you, what's the damn truth? Oh, all right. I really should have proofread my notes. Six of mains and the 10 of wands. Wands, not wands. Wands. Oh my god. Oh. And I had time to proofread. I really did. I just didn't bother with it. So go put your face on, girl. Today's first card. Howick mains. We have the 6 of wands reversed. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. Are you feeling unappreciated even though you know you did something awesome? Your time will come. Until then, celebrate those who are being celebrated now. Until then, find it in yourself to be happy for them because they will sure be happy for you later. Next, we have the 10 of wands reversed. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? I know we all live in a capitalist society, but being burned out and exhausted like you are currently is not the badge of honor you think it is. If you're not getting compensated for extra work, then don't be doing it. Know when enough is enough. And finally, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Look at you! You are bursting with sparkling new ideas. Some of the exhilarating ideas that we have at night can seem kind of far-fetched when we open our eyes the next morning. If you're being intimidated by the complexity of it, examine why that is. Is it actually implausible, or are your self-limited beliefs getting in your way? Ooh, that's a good question. Because, oh dear Lord. That is a frickin' bot on Discord. Pardon me 1 second. Well, nope, that's not Discord, that's Twitch. I'm a vote and I don't know it. I gotta go find Twitch now. And figure out how to frickin' log in. Twitch.com. Twitch.tv. Okay. Oh, look, I'm awesome sauce. A stream manager, because I'm currently streaming. That's fine. No, what's this? Show mod icons. That would be good. Action. Okay. Hey, look at that. Okay. Together. No. Come on. Oh, come on. I want to be able. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yes. We are going to ban this thing. There we go. Ha! There we go. Sorry. Had to. Yeah, that honestly, and kind of surprisingly, that's the first time I've gotten a Twitch bot. Which I'm grateful for. Yeah, unfortunately, most of the time we can't kill bots from Restream. We have to go to the actual site they're coming from. I do appreciate the attempt. Boom, boom, boom. Da. Ah, good to know. All right. Now, I put the tarot cards away, but did not put the 3 that I pulled for the day. Interesting, because as far as I know, I don't really have viewers on Twitch. But hey, if I'm getting bots on Twitch, that means somebody's actually paying attention to me. So I am not going to complain. Haha. So next we have today's oracle card. Today's oracle card is one of my favorites. Ah, that makes sense. Today's oracle card is lavender, which says, surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Get out there and reconnect, or make new connections. Where did my chat go? There it is. So, I like the fact that today's oracle is talking about our found family because, well, that gives me an opportunity to talk about today's podcast while I put the cards away. Today's podcast is my found family, my soul sister, my darling friend, Vanna, who's here in our comments, as usual. Wouldn't be a decent daily draw without Vanna in my comments. I love you so much, woman. It's going to be so nice to actually be able to talk to you this afternoon, where we will be talking about all sorts of shit. We're going to talk about crystals and Reiki and being, badass witches in this society right now, because goddess knows, while it is more acceptable today to be a witchy, I know, right? You're not invisible. Although sometimes we feel that way. Because, while it's more acceptable to be witchy in society today, it's still not. Oh, that's funny. You're up on my photo frame right now. That's hilarious. I'm talking about you and you pop up. While it's more acceptable to be witchy today than it was even 20 years ago, we are still encountering a lot of pushback and a lot of prejudice. And you know what? That sucks balls. I hate it. And, Vanna has other things. Well, I want to say going for her, in my opinion. And a lot of, whoops, forgot the microphone was there and I just smacked it. In a lot of other people's opinions, they are actually things to her detriment. And we will talk about that tonight too, because I have similar things, but not quite as obvious. So tune in tonight and we will talk about, what it's like to be us in today's society. Ooh. So, today's rune. We have inverted Urus. The divinity for Urus is Urd, the goddess of past, and she is one of the 3 Norns. Uz, the phonetics is the double O, as in, and this is amusing, it says OO as in booze. They are Vikings. The symbol is the cow, a mother symbol. The element is earth. The tree is the birch tree. The plant is the Iceland moss. Stone is azurite. Color is dark blue. Makes sense. And the animal, shockingly, oh so shockingly, is the cow and cattle in general. So, our description of inverted urus. Keep your eyes peeled. Be aware that you may miss a chance to change your life. The connection with strength also suggests that there may be a physical or mental weakness, a short illness, or a lack of strength. Okay, my hair's driving me nuts. The scrunchie is sitting in just the wrong spot. This could be a good opportunity to review your diet, reduce some stress, or maybe even take some extra vitamins. Be alert. Watch for opportunities in disguise. It may appear that your own strength is being used against you. Take heart. There's always a beginning, a middle, and an end, always followed by a new beginning. Beware of signs of weakness or threats to your person or your position. In relationships, inverted urus often speaks of low self-esteem, submissiveness, and a tendency to play a secondary role in your relationships. It can also signify a very vulnerable and sensitive person. Another meaning of this rune is passivity and cooling off coming after the active phase of the relationship. So pretty much you've gotten through the chase portion and you've finally gotten together and you're kind of settling into the honeymoon. You've kind of gotten through the honeymoon phase, but you're not quite to the very end of it. Urus teaches to not give on circumstances. Believe that with some effort, you can achieve a great and healthy relationship. In work, in an inverted position, this rune can be interpreted as a total and complete lack of motivation for the intended activity, as well as a high probability of missing a favorable opportunity to realize your own plans. And besides this, inverted urus for professional activities can be perceived as advice to avoid making any serious changes, since under the current circumstances, they're only going to bring problems. Another meaning is advice to involve someone else in your business in whom you can be sure they are professional. So, our key takeaways: weakness, obsession, misdirected force, and domination by others, sickness, inconsistency, itchy. Oh, God, I shouldn't do this, but oh my God, the scarf is making it itch. Oh. Ignorance, lust, brutality, rashness, callousness, violence. Sorrow, forfeiture, a need for restraint. Illness, wasted effort, and injury. So pretty much be careful right now. Things are not going to go well. And our goddess swipe is Artie. We have Artemis. Independence. Artemis is one of the most independent goddesses there is. She is Greek. The Roman version of her is Diana. I knew there was a reason I liked her. So, how many of us know? Nice. How many of us know Diana's and Artemis's mythology? I know a lot of it, but hey, sharing a name with a goddess, you tend to learn a lot about her. The Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon. I liked being the goddess of the moon. Artemis is the fierce protector of all wild creatures in the forest. At the age of three, at the age of 3, she asked her father Zeus for a bow and arrow, a saffron hunting tunic, and hunting dogs, and she set off to live in the forest. She was done with his shit already, and I cannot blame her. We are talking about Zeus. She also asked never to be forced to marry. Because of her independence and strength, Artemis is often a patron goddess to young girls from the age of 9 until marriage. Followers celebrated her at an annual ancient festival that took place in Brauron, near the Aegean Sea, where her sacred temple stood. Young men and women performed a ritual wild bear dance to express their free spirit. Obviously, those women chose the bear, right? Artemis traveled with a band of nymphs, and she frequently held festival nights that involved erotic dancing and masquerades. A skilled huntress, Artemis was equally loved and feared by all. In one legend, Orion was her hunting partner, but when he attempted to rape her, she killed his ass, and he became a constellation in the night sky, which she rules. While she herself had forsaken marriage and procreation, Artemis was associated with fertility after midwifing the birth of her twin brother Apollo, who is the complement of masculinity and the sun to her femininity and the moon. How the fuck did she midwife her twin brother? I mean, come on. Infant, midwifing infant. But hey, these are the Greek gods, right? Yes. She is often called upon to help guide women through difficult childbirth. She wears a crescent moon tiara as a symbol of her sovereignty over the wilderness, and her animals are deer, bears, and boars. Again, she chooses the bear. Call on Artemis when you need help focusing like a hunter on your goals and for spiritual strength. Now is the time to go it alone or to declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, goddess of the wilderness. Explore nature or commune with the moon to find more answers. Artemis always chooses the bear. I'm so not letting go of that one. There are too many men out there who are pissed off that women choose the bear. And they are exactly the reason that women choose the bear. It's hilarious. All right. I did not look at today's Namaste or self-compassion cards when I pulled them out. So, any reaction I have is a genuine reaction. Today's Namaste is astronaut. Imagine that you are an astronaut floating in space. Let yourself be taken away by the view of the Earth from so high above. Imagine the curvature of the Earth as it rotates in space. Now, look for where your home would be from above the atmosphere. Notice how tiny it is. Notice how tiny the Earth is compared to the cosmos. When you look at your situation from this perspective, you may begin to understand how tiny your problems are compared to literally everything else. This will help you to overcome your problems and be less stressed. For some people, others, they're going to look at how tiny their problems are compared to everyone else and then realize how many problems everyone else has and stress the fuck out more. Just saying. I do love these cards, do not get me wrong, and they are, helpful most of the time. But you can count on me to point out when they're not going to help. Today's self-compassion. We are resting on our laurels. Oh, it says successful. My eyes are playing tricks. Think of a successful experience from your life. How do you and others deserve credit? My kids are all legally adults, and they're all still alive. I didn't kill them. They did not kill themselves. I think every adult involved, okay, not every adult. I think most of the adults involved in helping raise them deserve credit for this because none of us killed them. And all of us who know my kids know that that was an accomplishment because my kids are my kids. Just saying. The fact that I made it to adulthood without, massive amounts of violence is shocking. All right. Today's quote. I have two books. I have the Little Book of Zen, and I have a bunny rabbit that's about to attack me. Mike, my oldest, managed to get this out of a claw machine. He is gifted. It's a really cute little tie beanie baby bunny. They are adorable. But I have the Little Book of Zen, and then the Little Red Book of Yoga Wisdom, which has, just little quotes. So I'm going to use the Little Book of Zen now. What is today's? Reading about enlightenment is like scratching an itch through your shoe. About as effective. All right. So that is all I have for today's daily draw. So it is almost 2:15. So that gives us a little over 2 hours until, yes, a little over 2 hours until we have today's podcast and the Buy Me a Coffee. I will be changing the URL in that QR code goes to because I now have a Buy Me a Coffee. And you can subscribe to the Buy Me a Coffee. It will be matching the Patreon levels. Same things that you'll get on Patreon. So we'll be good there. Today's podcast is in about 2 hours. Again, Vanna and I will be chit-chatting about being LGBTQ, being witchy, crystals, and all sorts of shit. God only knows if we'll stay on topic because, this is me and Vanna. We talk about all sorts of shit. You never know what we're going to talk about. Testimonial form QR code. If you are a regular viewer of my daily draws, please follow the code, fill out the form, let us know how my daily draws have affected you and what you think of them. You can get a free one-on-one reading from me or Vanna by filling out the form. Just a heads up, it is Vanna's busy season. She is doing fairs right now with her wire wrapping and Reiki. So it may take a couple of days before you get to Vanna. There may be a script. I don't know. There is a QR code for the Patreon. Join the Patreon. There is all sorts of shit coming down the pike for the Patreon. Oh, there's a very special podcast coming that will be leading up to something very awesome launching on the Patreon. I think you were inside. I think somebody else was fronting when we discussed this. God only knows who was out on my end. Dude, that's something else we may be discussing, being a multiple too. But we have something really fun coming up on the Patreon. Please subscribe. I don't care which level you subscribe to. We got multiple levels there. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Hit me up on socials. You can find me as Di the Yoga Witch, Yoga with Di Lynn. I am on pretty much every social media there is right now. I'm a social media person. I love people. Until I get tired of them, then I go hide. It is important for Reiki. Being social is important too. So, I will see you fantabulous, wonderful, magical people later. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. And tell your family and friends how much you love them because you never know when the last time you're going to get that chance is. I will see you all in a couple of hours. I love you all.